welcome to this very special edition of India Now. I'm Hina Gambhir and this is Times Now World. It's a brand new show, viewers, that focuses on what's trending on social media. The top story trending the most today is a candid and a non-political freewheeling conversation, as actor Akshay Kumar calls it, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And that has touched some unknown personal aspects of the life coming ahead of remaining 4 phases of polling of the 2019 elections. And just one day before, viewers, his roadshow in Varanasi as well. And as usual, the Twitterati and the people on the other social media platforms are divided. While some are hailing the chemistry between the two personalities, others are questioning the timing of this not-so-political interview. So this is the interview, viewers, that we are talking about, that India, in fact, is talking about. The interview that actor Akshay Kumar had with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he has revealed a lot of unknown facts about his life. How he gets kurtas as gifts from West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Bangladeshi Prime Minister sends him, sends him in fact sweets as well. So those unknown facts have been revealed as well in this candid conversation that took place, and the Twitterati is talking about this all. And we here at Times Now tried to find out how the mood of the people really is after this interview. We did a word cloud analysis of this Modi-Akshay Mulakat, and 41% of the people who are talking about this interview have got a positive view about this entire conversation, freewheeling interview. 35% are feeling quite negative about it. 24% were absolutely neutral. So this is the sentiment that we have got for you as far as this Modi-Akshay Mulakat is concerned. We also tried to assess the mood of the people, how they are feeling about it. And there you have 46% anxious, 52% were active, 2% were calm, and nobody was really depressed. Everyone really enjoyed this interview. Of course, they had their own points of view as well. And there you have the mentions that it has found on Twitter. Now, this is specifically about Twitter. 33.3 thousand. That's the total number of mention that this interview or anything related to this interview has found on Twitter specifically. So this is the most trending thing on Twitter today. In fact, many people are tweeting about it as well. This is the potential reach. 1153.7 million. That was the total reach. And you can imagine how so many people are talking about it, both positive as well as negative. In fact, actor Anil Kapoor has also said that he's inspired by both these icons who have committed their lives to working hard and striving for mental and physical strength each day. Their faces and body language reflect their inner poise and peace that comes with such discipline. And this is the reaction we've got from Anil Kapoor. Likewise, many other celebrities and, of course, everyone really is tweeting about it. And that's what is our top focus as well on India Now. This evening, we are joined by Tehseen Poonawalla, who is also trending on social media, viewers. That's our trend number 2 today. And the mood was quite active as well among the people who've been tweeting about it. He joins us live on India Now. We also have with us Dileep Tahil, who is an actor, joining us on the broadcast as well. Good evening to both of you. Dileep Tahil, let me begin with you. In fact, today we have seen a lot of criticism coming in after this interview, especially from those in the opposition, Congress party. In fact, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra herself has spoken about it. What is your first reaction to these kind of comments?
Well, a very good evening to you, and lovely to be back on your program. I mean, I think today's interview with our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I believe that the timing is very, very appropriate and very well timed, because at the end of the day, the Prime Minister of our country is coming back to the electorate, to the people, to the voters, and saying, look, give me another 5 years to take this country forward. I think it is very important that the public and the voters and the people know a little bit more about our Prime Minister, know a little bit more about his personal life, his likes, his dislikes. He likes to eat mangoes, he's got a decent relationship with the opposition. I mean, these are the things we want to know about the person. We want to know his motivation that brings him to this high post, to the top post. I think these are very important factors. And I think that I encourage other politicians and other people who try for the top post to try and come towards the electorate, to their audience, to their voters, so we can understand a little better who these people are and what their motivations are for leading the nation, and how they are going to be responsible for our lives,
right,
and basically to get a little bit of an insight.
Okay.
My congratulations to the Prime Minister of the country. My absolute congratulations as well to Akshay, my dear friend, who conducted the interview really well, and to Times Now. I personally, and I think a lot of people, want to see more of this kind of communication.
Okay, it's interesting. Tehseen, now, personally, what stood out for me was that after watching this interview, I realized that just like each one of us, even Prime Minister Modi had a normal childhood. He's also a normal person, just like you and me. So why should anybody have a problem? It's just yet another conversation. It's just that the news channels wanted to telecast it live because there is a lot of interest. People want to know about this leader. Why should opposition have a problem?
First of all, good evening to you, Hina, and to all your viewers, and Dilip Bhai. Very good evening, sir. And I totally agree with Dilip Bhai. This was an excellent interview, excellent timing, and it worked perfectly well for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Everything about this interview, including Akshay Kumar, it was brilliantly done. His pink pants, the way his body language was, the way the Prime Minister's body language was scripted to perfection. It was magnificent, because there is a feeling that the strong Balakot image of the Honorable Prime Minister / the Chaukidar whole campaign has not worked. Therefore, the thinking in the BJP must have been, or the Honorable Prime Minister's think tank must have been, to show a softer side of the Honorable Prime Minister, because this whole macho image is seriously not working today with the electorate. Point number 2, the person chosen to do the interview also was very strategically chosen. For example, Akshay, Dilip Bhai's good friend, because Akshay also brings with him the image. I know he's a Canadian citizen, but the image of being a nationalist and the image of being a macho guy. So two macho alpha males sitting, talking, opening up is brilliant television, and therefore all television channels tuned into ANI and to tune this. Fantastic. Now I have a larger question to ask, and my larger question is this. I welcome the Honorable Prime Minister doing this, the Honorable Present Prime Minister, outgoing Prime Minister on 23rd May. My question is simple this. If the Honorable Prime Minister was so honest about his life, and I believe he should be, was so transparent about his life, why not be open about his degrees? Why not be open about a host of other things?
Well,
that are there? Please, ma'am, you don't interrupt. Let me finish my point.
Yes.
Why not be open about those issues? You are not an open man by nature. You're portraying yourself, and it is not cutting edge. It's a great television. The public understands it.
Okay. Dilip Tahil, I want you to respond. And also, the fact that why we are all looking at, this interview with a political perspective, because it was a non-political interview. It was a freewheeling conversation. It's us who are trying to give it a political color. It's us who are trying to say that, this has happened just to perhaps change his image, and that too in the middle of the Lok Sabha elections. We know Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been quite innovative with the campaign strategies in the past as well, and this also looks like a brilliant campaign experiment.
Yes, I agree. And why shouldn't it be? It's my whole point. Of course it's political. We are in a political atmosphere. We're in an election mode. It's very important that at this stage, the people who want the top job, the people who are coming back to the electorate to ask for a second term, or those who are coming to ask to come back into power, need to be able to communicate. Of course it's political. It needs to be political. It has been planned to show the public and give them an idea of who Mr. Narendra Modi actually is.
And Tehseen,
his
what's
background,
wrong in
his
it?
motivation. To
What's
give
wrong
us
in
the
it?
faith
Because
and
when
encouragement to
Rajiv
say,
Gandhi
yes,
was the Prime
we do
Minister
want this
at
man
that
to lead us
time,
for the
Simi
next 5
Grewal
years.
also made
Why
a
is this
big
such a bad thing?
documentary on his personal life. Has Congress Party forgotten that?
Absolutely not. I was the first one to also speak about that.
Well, I don't know about that.
Except, Dilip bhai, it was my chance.
Documentary, because I'm not privy to that.
Okay, let Tehseen respond. Yes.
Of course, I am aware of it, except for the fact that martyr Rajiv Gandhi did not do a documentary with Simi Grewal, who may also have been a friend of Dilip bhai, in the middle of an election campaign. Now, your question, Hina, was why make it political, except that it's done in the middle of an election, and Dilip bhai himself and you yourself say it's a great political campaigning and strategy. If it is, therefore it will be political. Point number 2, and I want to make a larger point. You see the interview that Prime Minister Modi did with Rahul Shivshankar and Navika on Times Now, which was a brilliant interview. Rahul repeatedly asked the Prime Minister very tough questions with regards to demonetization, job creation, and we saw the body language. The Prime Minister is clearly uncomfortable. I mean, I'll be very quick in this. The Prime Minister first says on demonetization that the entire unorganized sector has become organized, and then on the question of Rahul as to why there no data for jobs, he says, you know, the sector is all unorganized, and he was so uncomfortable. The fact of the matter is, this interview was perfect to change the image, because the Prime Minister has been asked
Perhaps
tough
that was
questions.
the intention. Perhaps
Exactly.
that was the intention.
And therefore I come back to my point.
And what's wrong in it? This is the election season. Rahul Gandhi can also do it. Other leaders of other political parties can also have these kind of interviews.
Who stopped Rahul from doing it? Of course they should do it. My limited point is this. Please, it's a great strategy. I agree with Dilip bhai and you. It's fantastic, except it is not the real man. Because if the real man was this open, he wouldn't hide his degrees. He wouldn't hide other personal things that would be found out later on. The man is not an open man. It's a mukota, which is fine.
The perception
it's fantastic.
That's
the body language, this body language is not of Modi ji's. It's a scripted body language. The pink pants
All right, so Tehseen feels that it's an entirely scripted interview. The opposition is questioning the timing as well. Those who are supporting it feel that this is a strategy, it's a non-political interview, and there shouldn't be really any questions asked on this. I'll have to wind up this debate, but thank you both of you for joining us, Dilip Tahil and Tehseen Poonawalla, for your perspective on this. We are still getting a lot of reactions on Twitter on this.